Hi, this is Melanie for Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the film Gulabo Sitabo starring Amitabh Bachchan and Ayushmann Khurrana. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. I'm not sure, have Amitabh and Ayushmann been in a film together before? I can't think of one. This writing, directing team is one that I really admire. Juhi Chaturvedi and director Sujit Sircar have done some amazing films together. Piku, amazing, with Amitabh, of course. And then he did Madras Cafe and Vicky Donor, which was a riot and heartwarming and all of that. So they had worked with Ayushmann and Amitabh separately on different films. Oh, they also did the film October, which I really admired as well. Now, this film was supposed to be released in theaters, but because of COVID-19, they released it straight to streaming service to Amazon Prime last week. While it's exciting to have a new film on anything because we're stranded at home without theaters open, I was like, wow, what does this team, what's not to love, right? This is set in Lucknow in this old Haveli, this old mansion, and I wonder how beautiful that would have been on the big screen. I also really admire the soundtrack score. I thought that probably would have been, being surrounded by that in a theater would have been a different experience. I have to tell you, I admire these actors. I admire this director. I'm prefacing, so you can hear the butt coming, right? Oh, you know, this film just meandered so much in the middle that it really did not sustain my interest. And after Vicky Donor and Piku, both which had so much comedy to them, I felt like this story was sort of a short story that was stretched into, I mean, it wasn't even a 3-hour normal indie film. It was a 2-hour film. But even so, it felt stretched. And while there were certain moments that made me maybe give a little smile, or at the ending give a little chuckle, I didn't have the out-and-out laughter. Now, maybe it would have been different in an infectious crowd at a theater, but I don't think so. You have Amitabh playing Mirza. His wife is the Begum, and she is, I think, 15 years older than him. Anyway, he's waiting for her to die so he can inherit this mansion. We see him do all sorts of petty thief stuff at the beginning. There's all this setup, I don't know, like so much setup about his character. He has this huge prosthetic nose on. Amitabh is playing him always stooped over, walking with a stiff gait, and he's so miserly and greedy. Ayushmann is one of his tenants who is always late in the rent and is only paying like 30 rupees a month. I don't know, some ridiculous sum. And stuck in a dead-end job because he's been supporting his family and his sisters. The conflict, the Gulabo Sitabo, is the two of them constantly bickering with each other. And some of those are, you know, like I said, little smile moments, fun. There's all of these side plots that come up. Is the Haveli going to be taken over by the town, by the archaeological department? Vijay Raz is very funny in that part, as the guy is just confident that they come in, kick everybody out, and maybe dig for gold. I don't know. And then Amitabh hires this lawyer played by Brijendra Kala, who was maybe got the most laughs for me. He was very funny. Now, the big surprise, though, is the actress playing Fato Begum, Farooq Jafar, who I think she's in her 80s. I mean, I don't know. The actress herself is quite elderly. She steals the entire show. I'm just telling you right now. She has an amazing, towards the end, yeah. If you've seen the film, that part was amazing, but it wasn't quite enough payoff for me. I can't quite put my finger on what didn't work. I would just tell you that in the middle, I actually dozed off a little bit. Yeah, I was watching it late at night, but even so, it didn't really keep my interest in the middle portion of the film. We have all this setup, and then we have the ending, which is great, but then there's a lot in the middle that's I don't know. And there's a really bizarre scene between Gudo, I'm not sure the actress's name, but she plays Ayushmann Khurrana's sister. She has a bizarre scene with a government official that I'm like, what the hell is this scene doing? I'm not going to say any more than that. It doesn't make any sense. It wasn't even that funny. If that was the whole purpose of putting it in there, it wasn't even that funny. I left this film frustrated. I wouldn't recommend you go pay money in the theater, but we're at home. It's something new. I mean, Amitabh is always great. Ayushmann is always good. Although this is kind of one note, it's not entirely his movie, but he has his usual bluster and anger and whatever, but that's kind of the only note he has to play in this film because it's not really all about him. And also they set up, Gulabo Sitabo always fighting, and there's not really, it doesn't lead to some big explosion between the two of them. It just kind of, their stories kind of whimper out with another character having a great ending, but okay, I'm not going to spoil that in case you do watch it. Let me know if you agreed, if you saw the film. Let me know in the comments below. Love to know your thoughts about this. I have seen wildly different reviews. I've seen 2 stars out of 5. I've seen Amitabh Chopra really liked it and thought that most people wouldn't appreciate it. Okay, I guess I'm a Philistine. I didn't really appreciate it. And I love these people's other work, and so maybe it's partially going in with high expectations, but I don't really think that was all of it. You can find me on Twitter at PardeziYT. Subscribe here to Pardesi Reviews, and if you hit the bell when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or a film review.